Today, Bible reading ASMR. It will help you to relax. Today we are reading the book of Exodus. We are reading the book of Exodus from chapter 1, verse 8. Let's see. Then a new king began to rule Egypt. He did not know Joseph. This king said to his people, "Look at the Israelites. There are too many of them, and they are stronger than we are. We must make plans. We must make plans to stop them from growing stronger." If there is a war, they may join our enemies, defeat us, and escape from the land. The Egyptians decide to make life hard for the Israelites, so they put a slave master over the people. The master forced the Israelites to build the city of Bethlehem, and the Romans for the king. The king used this city to store grains and other things. Hi, Aliyah. The Egyptians forced the Israelites to work harder and harder. But the harder they worked, the more they grew and spread, and the more the Egyptian became afraid. Yes, it is. The more the Egyptians became afraid of them, so the Egyptians made them work even harder. The Egyptians made them to work even harder. They made life hard for the Israelites. They forced the Israelites to work hard and making bricks and mortar. Hey, a demonstrator. You thought I'm hiding. I'm not hiding. I'm here reading for you. We are reading the book of Exodus. The Egyptians showed no mercy in all the hard work they made. Israels do. There are two Hebrew nurses who helped the Israels to women give birth. They were named Shaphat and the king of Israel. The king of Egypt said to the nurse, "You will continue to help the Hebrews women give birth to their children. If a girl baby is born, let the baby live. But if the baby is a boy, you must kill him." You barely hear me. Use your headphone. You might hear me. I demonstrate you have answers and you have questions and you answer them. I am glad you feel that calmness. I am glad you feel that calmness. But the nurses trusted God, so they did not obey the king's command. They let all the baby boys live. The king of Egypt called for the nurses and asked them, "Why did you do this?" "Why did you let the boys live?" "Why did you let the boys live?" The nurse said to the king, "The Hebrew women are much stronger than the Egyptian women. Take it, dear, sleep. Sleep peacefully. They give birth to their babies before we can go to help them." They give birth to their babies before we can go to help them. The nurses trusted God, so He was good to them and allowed them to have their own families. The Hebrews continued to have more children, and they became very strong. So Pharaoh gave his command to his own people. He said, "If the Hebrew woman give birth to a baby girl, let it live. But if they have a baby boy, you must throw it into the Nile." You are not alone. Let's go to chapter 2. There was a man from the family of Leo who decided to marry a woman from the tribe of Ber. From the tribe of Leo. She became pregnant and gave birth to her baby boy. The mother saw how beautiful the baby was and hid him. Good night, administrator. So, the mother saw how beautiful the baby was indeed and hid him for 3 months. She had him for as long as she could. After 3 months, she made a basket and covered it with dirt so that it would flood. And she put the baby in the basket and put the basket in the river in the tall grasses. The baby sister stayed and watched to see what would happen to the baby. Just then, Pharaoh's daughter went to the river to bath. She saw the basket in the tall grass. Her servants were walking beside the river. So she told one of them to go get the basket. The king's daughter opened the basket and saw a baby boy. The baby was crying. The baby was crying, and she felt sorry for it. Then she noticed that it was one of the Hebrew baby. She noticed it's one of the Hebrews baby. The boy's sister was still hiding. She stood and asked the king's daughter, "Do you want me to go find a Hebrew woman who can nurse the baby and help you care for it?" The king's daughter said, "Yes, please." So the girl went and brought the baby's own mother. Brought the baby's own mother. The king's daughter said to their mother, "Take this baby and feed him for me. I will pay you The baby grew, and after some time, the woman gave the baby to the king's daughter. The daughter accepted the baby as her own. She named him Moses because she had pulled him from the water. They named him Moses because he was taken from the water. Moses grew and became a man. He saw that his own people, the Hebrews, were forced to work very hard. One day, he saw an Egyptian man beating a Hebrew man. Moses looked around and saw that no one was watching. So he killed the Egyptian and buried him in the sand. The next day, Moses saw two Hebrew men fighting each other. He saw that one man was stronger and said to him, "Why are men, why are you hating your neighbor?" The man answered, "Did anyone say you could be our ruler and judge? Tell me, will you kill me as you killed the Egyptian yesterday?" Then Moses was afraid. He thought to himself, "Now everyone knows what I did." Pharaoh heard about what Moses did, so he decided to kill him. But Moses ran away from Pharaoh and went to the land of Midian. Moses stopped near a well in Midian, where there was Prentice there who had 7 daughters. These girls became these girls came to the well to get water for their father's sheep. They were trying to fill the water through. But there were some shepherds there who chased the girls away and could not let them get water. So Moses helped the girls and gave water to their animals. Then they went back to their father. He asked them, "Why have you come home early today?" The girls answered, "The shepherds chased away, but an Egyptian rescued us. He got water for us and gave it to our animals." The girls answered, so Reuel said to his daughters, "Where is this man? Why did you leave him? Go invite him to eat with us." Moses was happy to stay with that man. Reuel let Moses marry his daughter Zipporah. Zipporah became pregnant and had a son. Moses named him Gershom because Moses was strong in a land that was not his own. A long time passed, and the king of Egypt died, but the Israelites were still forced. The Israelites were still forced to work very hard. They cried for help, and God heard them. God heard their painful cries, and remembered them, and remembered the agreement he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God saw the troubles of the Israelites, and he knew that he would soon help them. Moses' father-in-law was named Joshua, was a priest of the Midians. Moses took care of the Jethro's sheep. One day Moses led the sheep to the west side of the desert. Moses saw a bush that was burning without being destroyed. So he decided to go closer to the bush and see how a bush could continue burning without being burned up. The Lord saw Moses was coming to look at the bush, so he called him from the bush. He said, Moses, Moses. Moses says, yes, Lord. It's amazing if you notice, since Moses was born, he never had an encounter with God. But it's surprising when God called him, he said, yes, Lord. That took me to where it says that all the sheep know their shepherds. How did he know that this is God that is calling him? So Moses says, yes, Lord. Then God said, don't come any closer. Take off your sandals, and you are standing on a holy ground. I am the God of your ancestors. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. Moses covered his face because he was afraid to look at God. Then the Lord said, I have seen the troubles of my people, have suffered in Egypt, and I have heard their cries. When an Egyptian hurt them, I know about their pain. Now I will go down and save my people from Egyptians. I will take them from that land and lead them to a good land where they can be free from these troubles. And it is a land filled with many good things, many different people live in that land. The Kenyans, Hindus, France, Evans, Japan. I have heard the cry of the Israelites, and I have seen the way the Egyptians have made life hard for them. So now I am sending you to Pharaoh. Go, lead my people Moses said to God, I am not a great man. How can I be the one to go to Pharaoh and lead the Israelites out of Egypt? God said, you can do it because I will be with you. This will be the proof that I am sending you. After you lead the people out of Egypt, you will come and worship me on this mountain. You will come and worship me on this mountain. Then Moses said to God, but if I go to the Israelites and say to them, God, the God of your ancestors sent me, then the people will ask, what is his name? What should I tell them? Then God said to Moses, tell them, I am who I am. When you go to the Israelites, tell them, I am. Send me to you. God also said to Moses, this is what you should tell the people. Yahweh is the God of your ancestors. The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. My name will always be Yahweh. That is how the people will know me for generation and generations to come. Tell the people, Yahweh has sent me to you. The Lord said, go and gather together the elders of the people and tell them, Yahweh, the God of your ancestors, has appeared to us, to me, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob spoke to me. The Lord says, I have been watching over you, and I have seen what people did to you in Egypt, and I have decided that you from the troubles you are suffering in Egypt. I will lead you to the land that now belongs to many different people. They can use just I will lead the persons wavest and I will lead you to a land filled with many good things. You and the elders will go to Pharaoh. Alright? You will lead them. Yahweh is the God of Hebrews. He came to us and told us to travel 3 days into the desert. There we must offer sacrifice to Yahweh, our God. But I know that the Pharaoh will not let you go. Only a great power will force him to let you go. So I will use my great power against you, against the Egyptians. Sorry. I will cause amazing things to happen in the land. After I do this, he will know. He will let you go. And I will cause the Egyptians to be kind to the Israelites. They will give many gifts to your people when they leave Egypt. All the Hebrew women will ask their Egyptians neighbor and the Egyptians women living in their houses for gifts, and those Egyptians women will give them gifts of silver, gold, and fine clothes. And fine clothing. Then you will put those gifts on your children. In this way, you will take away the wealth of the Egyptians. I hope you have enjoyed the Bible reading today, and I wish you best of sleep tonight. And if you're new here, don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time. Good night, and always be kind to yourself, and remember, God says